Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to GK Today. And today we'll be discussing most important MCQs for 1st and 2nd of June 2023. Sorry, I was not well yesterday, so I was unable to take the class. But don't worry, today we'll be covering the questions from yesterday as well. Fine. So let's start with our session. Which country test fired the long-range ballistic missile Kaveri? So Kaveri is a long-range ballistic missile with a potential range of 2000 kilometers, and recently it was test fired by the country Iran. So it is capable of reaching a range of 2000 kilometers and carrying a warhead that weighs up to 1.5 metric tons. So US has claimed that Iran's missile program posed a serious threat. Fine. So this ballistic missile named as Kaveri belongs to the country Iran. Now if we talk about few defense related current affairs. So recently Indian Navy has conducted the sea trials of 6th Scorpion class submarine under Project 75, the name of which is INS Vakshir. Right? So now you have to tell me what are the different names of these 6 different ships under the Project 75. Please let me know in the comment section if you remember. Few days back we have discussed about it. Now apart from it, INS Mormugao successfully conducted its first firing of BrahMos supersonic cruise missile recently. Fine. Then there was exercise named as Samudra Shakti, which has been conducted recently. And Samudra Shakti is the exercise between India and Indonesia. Important thing is, from India side, INS Kaveri has participated in this particular exercise. Then there is another cruise missile named as Storm Shadow cruise missile, and it belongs to the country UK. Why it was in news? Because UK country has decided to provide this missile to Ukraine so that Ukraine can strengthen its defense capabilities against the invading Russian forces, right? Also, a few days back, INS Magar was in news. Why? Because INS Magar has been decommissioned recently after providing 36 years of service to the Indian Navy, right? So these are the different Navy ships that were in news these days. Next question is, which city is set to launch Kaveri 2.0 web-based property registration application? So this application is set to be rolled out by the Revenue Department in all the 43 sub-registrar offices in Bangalore. Okay? And out of 256 offices, the Karnataka state government so far has launched this application in its 165 offices in total 24 districts. Okay? So this is Bangalore city, which is set to launch Kaveri 2.0 web-based property registration application. Next question is, Araku Valley Coffee, which was seen in the news recently, is from which Indian state? So this coffee belongs to Andhra Pradesh state, and recently it has received the National Program for Organic Production certificate from the APEDA. What is the full form of APEDA? The Agriculture and Processed Food Product Export Development Authority, right? So along with this coffee, pepper has also received the organic certificate, and both of these products are produced by the Girijan Cooperative Corporation from the tribal coffee farmers of Chintapalli division. Okay, so Araku Valley Coffee belongs to the state Andhra Pradesh, and it was in news because recently it has received the National Program for Organic Production certificate, and this certificate is given by APEDA. Okay. Now here, if we talk about the different products that were in news these days because they have received the GI tag, are, first is the morel mushrooms. Morel mushrooms has got the GI tag, and this is a product from Jammu and Kashmir. Another product from Jammu and Kashmir that has got the GI tag recently is Basoli painting, right? The next is Mana Madurai pottery. and this is a product from Tamil Nadu state. Recently it has got the GI tag. Then wood carvings of Ladakh has also been conferred with this GI tag. And then a variety of grape from Tamil Nadu has got the GI tag, and the name of this variety of grape is Kambam grape. Fine. So these are the different products that have got the GI tag recently. Next is, which country recently launched its homegrown space rocket named as Nuri? So South Korea has recently launched its homegrown space rocket Nuri, and it successfully delivered a commercial grade satellite into the orbit. So the 3-stage 155-foot tall rocket has successfully deployed all of its payloads into their designated orbits as per the Korean Aerospace Research Institute, which is the space agency of the country South Korea. Okay, so Nuri rocket belongs to the country South Korea. Now here, if we talk about some international current affairs, recently the country Portugal has passed a law that legalizes the euthanasia. Okay, so with this, it became one of the few countries to do so, and as per the law, those individuals who are aged above 18 years are eligible to request the assistance in dying, that is called as euthanasia. Why? Because of some unbearable and lasting pain. Okay, so Portugal is one of the few countries that has recently legalized euthanasia. Then apart from it, Shenzhou 16 mission belongs to the country China, and recently it has been launched successfully. Okay, also don't forget that Ireland country is set to become the first country to mandate printing the health warning labels on alcoholic beverages. Fine. So this is the country Ireland. And also we have discussed about the FIPIC summit. The host of this summit was Papua New Guinea, and the full form of FIPIC is Forum for Indo-Pacific Islands Cooperation Summit. Okay, so this summit was hosted by Papua New Guinea. Next question is, as per the NASA's spacecraft Juno, lightning in which planet is similar to that of the Earth? So a new observation was revealed by NASA's spacecraft Juno, and it said that lightning in Jupiter is very similar to that of Earth. So both the brownish ammonia clouds that cover the giant planet and the clouds that blanket Earth are made of water. This is the reason why the lightning in both the planet is very similar. Okay, so lightning in Jupiter is similar to that of Earth. Now if you talk about NASA, these days it is in news because of its MIRI instrument, right? We have talked about it, and you have to tell me what is the full form of MIRI. The next is, it is in news because of its Spitzer telescope. Okay, you can be asked that Spitzer Space Telescope belongs to which space agency, so answer would be NASA. Okay, also don't forget that Christina Koch has recently become the first woman to circle the moon. Okay, also who is the first Arab woman to go to space? This is Rayana Barnawi, right? She is the first Arab female astronaut. Fine. Next is El Popo volcano, which was seen in the news recently, is located in which country? So recently it has started spewing the plumes, and it is situated in Mexico. Okay, so after lying dormant for more than 70 years, now it has been spewing the toxic fumes, ash, and the lumps of incandescent rock. Okay, so only thing here important is what is the location of El Popo volcano. So it lies in the country Mexico. Now if you talk about different volcanoes, so first is Mount Merapi. Usually location is only asked in your examination, and if you talk about the location, so Mount Merapi lies in Indonesia. The next is Fuego volcano, and it lies in the country Guatemala. Then after that, next is Kilauea volcano, and it lies in Hawaii. Then after that, one of the world's largest volcano is Mauna Loa. It is actually the world's largest volcano, and it also lies in Hawaii. Then another is Mount Etna, and Mount Etna lies in Italy. These are the few important volcanoes that were in news these days. Next question is, as per the State of Ransomware 2023 report, what percentage of India-based organizations were the victims to ransomware? So this report has revealed that 73% of India-based organizations that were surveyed were the victims to ransomware some way or the other. And as per the report, 43% of the organizations that were surveyed had their data encrypted but still had to pay ransom. Fine. So here the figure is 73%. Now talking about few important rankings and indices. First is IIM Cozy Code. Why it is in news these days? Because recently it has achieved the recognition in the prestigious Financial Times ranking 2023. And the rank of IIM Cozy Code was 73rd. So basically it is among the top 4 schools in India. That's why it is important. Now, Mumbai has been ranked at 6th position in the annual housing price growth among 46 cities globally. Okay, and this was the report from Knight Frank. Then we have talked about the National Manufacturing Innovation Survey, in which the state Karnataka was declared as the most innovative state, right? And Karnataka was further followed by Telangana at 2nd position, and at 3rd it was Tamil Nadu. So these are the top 3 most innovative states in the country. Okay. Next is Volt Typhoon is a hacking group backed by which country? So Volt Typhoon is a China-based hacking group, and recently it revealed that this hacking group is developing the capabilities that could potentially disrupt the critical communication infrastructure between the US and Asia during future crisis. And Volt Typhoon has been active since mid-2021, and it has targeted critical infrastructure organizations in Guam and elsewhere in the US country. Fine. So Volt Typhoon is a hacking group that is backed by the country China. The implementation plan for advancing climate, environment and health science and services is for how many years? So the 2023 to 2033 implementation plan for advancing climate, environment and health science and services was endorsed recently by the World Meteorological Organization, and it is a 10-year plan that aims to integrate and scale up the health services. So speakers at the 19th World Meteorological Congress also raised the concerns over extreme heat and the need to strengthen early warning systems. Fine. So this plan is for total 10 years, means from 2023 to 2033. Murli Sri Shankar, who was seen in the news recently, is associated with which sport? So first of all, he is from the country India. And why he was in news? Because recently he has successfully achieved the title in the men's long jump event at the International Jumping Meeting 2023, the venue of which was Greece. Okay. So he has registered his season best jump of 8.18 meters to beat his competitor and who is also national record holder, Jeswin Aldrin, who claimed finally silver with an effort of 7.85 meters. Okay. So Murli Sri Shankar is associated with long jump, and why he was in news? Because recently he has clinched the gold medal in the men's long jump event at the International Jumping Meeting 2023, the venue of which was Greece. Now here if we talk about few important sport related current affairs. So which state is the host for the 3rd Khelo India University Games? This is Uttar Pradesh. Now the Board of Control for Cricket in India, that means BCCI, has announced that Adidas will be the new kit sponsor of the Indian team. Okay. Then next is South Asian Youth TT Championship has recently been concluded in Itanagar, in the state of Arunachal Pradesh. And in this championship, India has clinched total 16 medals. Also, Neeraj Chopra is important because recently he has been declared as the world #1 in the men's javelin rankings. Okay, so these are the few sport-related current affairs. Which bank launched the Sarathi platform for easy POS onboarding of the merchants? So Axis Bank has launched Sarathi program, which is a first of its kind digital onboarding journey for the merchants to adopt electronic data capture or point of sale, and Sarathi offers merchants a streamlined and hassle-free experience. So its features include, for example, immediate status update, eliminating the need for follow-up visit, and the ability to transact on the same day their application is processed. Fine. So Sarathi platform belongs to Axis Bank. Now, a few days back, Reserve Bank of India has launched a campaign named as 100 Days, 100 Pays. Right? So this was a campaign from RBI, and aim was to trace and settle the top 100 unclaimed deposits in every bank across all the districts within total 100 days. Fine. So you can be asked that which institute has released the 100 Days, 100 Pays campaign. So that is RBI. Japan approved additional sanctions against which country and banned the exports to its military-related organization. So Japan has approved additional sanctions against Russia country over its war on Ukraine, and it includes, for example, freezing the asset of dozens of individuals and groups, and they have banned the exports to the Russian military-related organizations. Okay, so basically this cabinet approval shows that Japan is in step with the rest of the group of G7 countries that agreed during their summit in Hiroshima last week to maintain and strengthen the sanctions against Russia, right? And Japan also criticized its deal to deploy the nuclear weapons in the country, Belarus. Fine. So Japan has approved additional sanctions against the country, Russia, and finally it has banned the export to its military-related organizations. Next is Prime Minister Narendra Modi released which coin to mark the inauguration of the new Parliament building. So Prime Minister Narendra Modi has released a special commemorative postage stamp and a 75 rupees coin to mark the inauguration of a new Parliament building, and he has released this coin and the stamp at the inauguration event that was held at the Lok Sabha chamber of new Parliament building. Fine. So here answer would be 75 rupees coin. Also, Jangarna Bhavan has been inaugurated in New Delhi, and it would be the office of Registrar General and Census Commissioner of India. Okay. Next is which bank topped the PSU lenders chart in profit and loan growth in financial year 23? So state-owned Bank of Maharashtra has emerged as the top performer among the public sector lenders in terms of loan and deposit growth in the percentage terms during 2022 to 23. And also the bank recorded highest growth in profitability, with bottom line growing almost 126% to a 2,602 crore rupees during the year. Fine. So here answer would be Bank of Maharashtra. It has topped the PSU lenders chart in profit and loan growth in financial year 23. World's first ever plastic fall has been predicted in which Indian city? So this plastic fall is a weather phenomena that involves the downpour of microplastics from the sky, and the first ever plastic pollution weather forecast predicted a plastic fall in Paris. And as per the report, the city will experience about 40 to 48 kilograms of free floating plastic bits daily. Fine. So world's first ever plastic fall has been predicted in the city Paris. So these are the most important current affairs and the news from today and yesterday. And now let's start with our quiz. Here on the slide you can see 5 questions which have been taken from the past 2-3 days current affairs. Pause the video and try to solve each of these questions. And at the end of the lecture, do not forget to share your scores in the comment section. So please be honest and do not cheat with yourself. So that's it for today. I hope you have liked the session. These were the important news and events from today. and we will meet again tomorrow with some more important current affairs. Till then, stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching, and please do not forget to subscribe to GK Today. With this, Minuz Hatsana signing off.